Tonight, as thousands of qualified Arizonans wait to register for their first shots, we've had several calls and emails into our newsroom accusing people of jumping the line.
That's right. So here's what's happening. People with an appointment show up with other family members in their car who don't have an appointment, and then everyone ends up getting a shot anyway. Our David Caltabiano live right now to show us how some who are still waiting are angry at all of this. Understandably so, David.
Heather, people are furious to say the least, and it all starts in this State Farm parking lot. People are coming in here with their cars, with friends and family members. Maybe only one of them have an appointment to get this vaccine, and when they get here to these white tents, everybody gets out of the car, and maybe just one person has an appointment, but their friends and their family, even though they're not eligible, even though they didn't make an appointment, they too can get the shot in the arm. Now people at the keyboard are furious.
AZDHS.
Chris Espinoza.
So tomorrow morning he'll get up and start trying.
Has been waiting for her 68-year-old husband's turn for the COVID-19 vaccine.
Arizona's opened COVID-19 vaccinations to anyone 65 years or older effective Tuesday.
But tonight she knows of people way younger.
They're letting these people jump the line.
Who tagged along with someone who had an appointment, and despite not being in 1A or 1B, they still got the first dose.
We're waiting so we can get a vaccination, try to get life back to normal as we can, and to find out that basically if you can fill a car, head down to the stadium, you're in, is pretty frustrating.
We had to hear it for ourselves. Hey, this is David with Arizona's Family. This man told us he wanted to keep his friend company, who had an appointment at State Farm Stadium and was offered the vaccine. He says another man in the car who wasn't 75 years old also got the shot.
They asked us, why wouldn't you take it?
Do you blame these people for doing this?
Oh, not at all.
You don't blame these
No, I don't blame the people. I blame the Department of Health Services for not running things the way they should.
We reached out to the state health department for answers, but it's a holiday and didn't hear back. But Dr. Kara Christ did address the issue in a news conference on Friday.
And that's a decision that's made case by case by our clinical team. So if we've got the vaccine that's available and we've had a number of no-shows, they can make a decision on if somebody in the car who is with somebody who had an appointment, so is eligible, can receive that vaccine.
Meanwhile, Chris will be sitting at this computer, hoping that her husband's vaccine doesn't go to someone who never booked an appointment.
And I just don't understand how that's fair, how it's right. All these seniors who have locked themselves up for months, denied spending Thanksgiving or Christmas with their families, waiting for their turn so that they can hopefully get back to some kind of life.
Back live out here at State Farm Stadium, Chris and her husband know 12 people who have died from COVID-19, so there's a big sense of urgency for that household to get that shot in the arm. But as you can see, people here are showing up, some of them without an appointment, without qualification, are getting their first dose. Back to you in the studio.
David, I think a lot of people can relate to her story, but this basically sends a message here that people shouldn't even bother with the hassle of making an appointment. They should just show up in full cars.
Well, Heather, the state health department is pushing back on that. They're saying if you are eligible, you should still go online and try to book an appointment for the vaccine. But like she said in our story, it's really up to the clinical team out here if they're going to make that decision to give family members and friends that vaccine. They said they're trying to be as customer friendly as possible, not waste those shots. So you shouldn't just try to show up out here. But bottom line, if you do, there's no sure way that you're going to get that vaccine shot. Back to you in the studio.
Those folks are so busy giving shots, I guess they wouldn't have time to actually police, everyone who's there. Thank you, David, so much for that report.